What's up guys, I'm the Jive Goblin. Today I'm going to show you my personal run that I do for farming Relic Iron. And as you can see, I'm going to show you here that I'm showing you what I have in my inventory. I'm going in with nothing in my inventory. And here it looks like we have like 187 Relic Iron and this other stuff here. So that's what I have. Now, I'm well aware I'm not the first person to invent a farming run. As a matter of fact, you can probably go find much more efficient versions. But this is what I use. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Mars, and you're going to hop on your speeder bike, and you're just going to take off this way. And we go down through this tunnel here. And as you're heading down, you'll see it pop up on your map, the hollows. That's how you know you're in the right spot. And you come right over to the side here, and right here is the first spawn location for some Relic Iron. So we'll go ahead and grab that. And then I'm gonna aim down my sights to show you other possible spawns. So it could be right there. Sometimes there's one that spawns down there, and then in this crater here. So you want to check all them on that side. Then you come over here. It could spawn on this little hill there, or in the corners of this little crash site. And then sometimes it's up on the ridge here, although this ridge seems much more rare. And then back there, sometimes there's a chest right there, so you want to check right here in this area. And there's always, well not always, but 3 enemies come in on a drop ship and drop down in this area right here, so I'm just going to go ahead and kill them. And this is what's different about my run too, is because I do kill the enemies. It keeps it more interesting to me, you know. Right here's a spawn location, and then back in this corner here, there's a bunch of different spots. I only point to one, but you want to check that corner thoroughly. And then you come over here to your first loot room, which sometimes has a chest in it. But you know, me personally, right there's another spawn location. Me personally, I like to kill the enemies. It keeps it a little more interesting. You also, you know, you get your XP and all that. There's 3 enemies that spawn right here. You could do this by just running past all the enemies, but that's less fun to me. There's some that spawn on the side of the building, and then you want to check that ridge back there, and then right over there above that light, sometimes there's Relic Iron that spawns back there. So then go ahead and hop into this loot room here. Check for chests, and then I come right around here to where there's usually always 3 enemies waiting here as well. So I'm gonna take care of them. And then you want to come up here, and right over this hill there's a potential Relic Iron spawn up there, and then sometimes a chest is right here. And then I run into this room where you will face 2 shielded enemies and then 2 of the Legionnaires behind them. So take out these enemies. You could also alternatively run past them, like I said. But to me, it helps me keep my sanity by killing them. Plus, you know, it adds to your chance to get the engram drops. And there is a public event that spawns in this area. And then come over here. Sometimes there's a chest right here, right to the side here. And then we're gonna run up here. Like I was saying, sometimes there's a public event that spawns in this area. So if you kill people, you know, it helps that spawn. So come back, check this loot room. There's a mission in here which I'd normally grab, because a lot of times it's just killing people that I do on the way anyway. So then head up to the top stairs here. I found a friend who's already clearing out some of these people. There'll be 2 more shielded guys at the end of this hallway. And then in this room, there is a yellow Centurion. So I always hit him with a grenade and just end him off. And then there's a Legionnaire. And then sometimes there's a chest that spawns here and right there. So, you know, make sure you check to the left of the top of the stairs there. And come around the corner, and there's another loot room for you to check. And then what I do is I come over here and run right off this thing and just jump. And I come straight across to this doorway over here, but first I check the outside, because sometimes there's a piece of Relic Iron that spawns right here. So then we're gonna head on inside to this door. And there's 2 enemies waiting for me inside here. They are almost always there when I make my round. And there's a loot room you can come back and check in the back here. So once you check that, head on out the way you came in. So we're going to run to this door and then hug the wall on your right. So if you stay along this wall on your right, you'll come to an entrance right here, and sometimes there's relic iron that spawns here underneath this walkway. Be careful, there are enemies in here, someone's already killed them. And I'm pointing to all the possible locations that relic iron could spawn in here. There are quite a few. And then there's usually a Centurion in here that I usually just waste with my special. But again, if you're not into killing, you could just run past them. So we're going to go to the back right corner where there's another loot room. We'll check. We found a chest this time. Then when you come out, go right to the right here and make a sharp right into a second loot room in this building. Once we check that, we're going to head on out. Pay attention because you can see there can be a chest right along that wall that we just ran by. And then I'm going to head on out, right back out to this area, come up to this ridge, and check this ridge, and start the run all over again.
This should satisfy. Get orbit.
Alright guys, so I've played for about 37 minutes, and I'm just going to show you what I got off that run. So we have all this stuff here. We did pick up a rare engram. I got a ship blueprint. And then we will check, and you can see I got quite a bit of relic iron. I'm not sure the exact amount, but I think it's around like 40 or 50 relic iron. We got some network keys, some resupply codes. I got an ascended shard. You know, you get tons of stuff this way. There are a couple areas that I did not point out that I discovered after recording, but they're all on that path. If you're following that path, you will see them as long as you keep your eyes open. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helps you out, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
Lake City, south side, we outside and we listening. The dark tales in this concrete speak through us, so listen in. From South Queen to J Block, this war music so hard to ignore and confuse it. This is war.